will. We'll have a lot to talk about with all four of these individuals. Of course, to me, the big story is always going to be Storm Grayson.
Oh, yeah.
In 2022, Storm Grayson is the story, and he has just been picking up win after win, coming out of it was that Summer of Zelo series just last year that really set him, and splitting off from the Blackheart Battalion and adding that running knee strike to his arsenal.
It's been brutal.
And just, Joe Avalon fell to it. The Drama King Matt Raywald, who we'll see later on in action, fell to it in an incredible match back at Any Given Sunday. But now Ethan Everheart and Joey Marx going to work double team action on Fox Steiner.
Yeah, I mean, J.J. Garrett trying to take out, you would say, the biggest challenge in this match. But let's take note that Joey Marx has returned after about a 2-year hiatus. We saw him recently on our last show in February.
That's right, yeah, just 2 weeks ago, Joey Marx making his return. Now, it was in a match that aired prior to us officially getting started with Violent Valentines. And Joey Marx looks to be in great shape this afternoon. He's put on 20 pounds of muscle.
Absolutely. I saw on your note cards that you had to adjust his weight. After so many years of working together, you actually had to adjust his weight because he has put on 20 pounds of muscle, looking lean, looking mean. He's going to take that crossbody from Ethan Everheart.
Coming off the second 2 counts for Ethan Everheart, who we've only seen once in Zelo Pro, and I actually have not seen him in Zelo Pro personally. I just know that he was at the Kearney, Nebraska show.
He was at Thunderstruck when we were there earlier last year, excuse me.
And he was in a 5-way action. I understand he didn't really get a chance, as we see a beautiful drop kick from Storm Grayson. Didn't really get a good chance to show off what all he can do. I'm hoping maybe with one less participant in the match, we can see more out of Ethan Everheart. Beautiful side slam by Storm Grayson, and Ethan, the wild man. Look at this. Now, what's Storm going to do here? Look at the strength here. Pile driver and a backpack stunner.
Wow.
He might get a pin right here. All 3 individuals. Storm Grayson, who's basically a veteran at this point. I remember him when he first started. Just 2 for Storm Grayson.
Yeah, Ethan almost taking the pin there. The Wild Man kind of shaking and twitching in the ring. What damage must have been inflicted to the spine as he hit the mat with all that weight on top of him, courtesy of Storm Grayson holding J.J. Garrett.
Storm Grayson now in a tough position here as Joey Marx, a 10-plus year veteran in his own right. We got a little Tower of Doom action happening here. Ethan Everheart, the Wild Man, clearly a very strong individual.
Springing to life, though, J.J. Garrett.
He's just dumping everybody out to the side. He's just going to ruin the whole move. Hey, everybody, you want to see this cool thing? Guess what? I'm ruining it for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that J.J. Garrett can be a fun ruiner on occasion, as noted by his entrance. Now, Ethan Everheart, he didn't get a chance to shine as much as we would like in that 5-way scramble in Kearney, Nebraska, but he must have done something to impress the Zelo officials because he's back here at Ballroom in a Zelo ring.
He's impressing me with that big overhead chop right to the back of the head on J.J. Garrett. Now, this is where J.J. actually, beautiful on the dive.
Wow. Oh, right onto that hardwood floor. That does not feel good for Storm Grayson or Ethan, to be honest with you. The Wild Man getting a little too wild.
Yeah, was that Ethan Everheart? Was that him jumping over the ropes, or was that J.J. Garrett whipping him out and over the ropes? And Garrett, now do you think he'll dive here? He's got the crowd behind him. He's got the crowd. Yep.
Oh, he's just posing. What a poser, that guy.
Joey Marx in, and Marx is not impressed.
Yeah, that's a nice poser stomp to the lumbar region, right on that spine.
We got Everheart, we got Grayson going one-on-one on the outside. However, to get the win, the pinfall or submission must happen on the inside as Garrett with the dive. No such luck. Joey Marx will fly.
Wow! Oh my goodness! Oh, the fans getting up close and personal with Joey Marx right now. All 3 of his opponents down on that hardwood floor. Oh.
One of the most brilliant high flyers you'll see in Zelo Pro, talking about Joey Marx, even with that added muscle, can still take it to the air.
I was just going to point that out. We're so used to seeing Joey Marx take flight, but with all that extra power, there was just something special about the way he took out all 3 of the gentlemen that are his opposition.
This was a smart guy to put in the ring, and this is nothing against the Wild Man, but the Wild Man is the most inexperienced wrestler in this contest. We've got some veterans. Actually, I kind of feel for the Wild Man here. He's got 3 veterans that he's going up against, and Joey Marx was no doubt looking for that 450 splash, and now J.J. Garrett, he was probably thinking big splash from the top, but Everheart, the wild man, able to cut him off.
Yeah, he might be the youngest as far as wrestling age goes, but I mean, he is willing to put it all out there, and I love that about him.
Hey, remember 5 minutes ago?
Here we are. Let's revisit it with all the domination courtesy of Storm Grayson.
And it was J.J. Garrett who took the brunt of the move. Mark's going up top. If he hits the 450 on Storm Grayson, this one's going to be over, unless somebody can break up the pin. Oh, he went for the senton instead. Can Marks not do the 450 anymore with this added muscle? 2 count only. Both Garrett and the Wild Man able to break that up.
Yeah, Wild Man and Thought Steiner putting a stop to that. No count. Only a 2 count, excuse me, for Joey Marks. Storm Grayson down on the outside right now.
Yeah, nobody's going to be able to capitalize and get a pin here.
Well, the Wild Man is getting hyped up courtesy of the crowd here at Turner.
He's feeling it.
Yes, he is.
He is feeling the Milwaukee Ballroom, getting I mean, they're probably behind just any fan favorite in this match, anybody but JJ.
Well, the fans of Wisconsin definitely like people in green. I do know that.
He's got some support for the Wild Man then, if that is indeed the case, and we've got forearms coming around all the way around.
Just trading blows in this trio right now. Oh, this is a circle I do not want to ever be a part of.
Garrett able to take out both guys, and he's looking for maybe a double. No, he went to the eyes instead.
Well, I mean, you know.
I guess you do what you can to win for these 4-ways that take so much strategy. And hey, there we go. In and out of the ring. Not sure the area code on Boone, Iowa, to be honest.
Oh.
Lands on his feet.
We're going to see. Nope.
Wild Man able to get through. Oh, head and shoulders, and he got all of it too.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Ethan Everheart is in serious trouble of being pinned. This could be it right here. Yeah, unless Marks breaks it up, which he does just in time.
Wow.
One of J.J. Garrett's favorite finishers, that head and shoulders, that double foot stomp in the corner, and Marks finds himself in trouble now.
I gotta hope that, you know, Joey Marks is gonna be okay in the ring with Garrett, but I'm watching Ethan Everheart on the outside. Oh, it's just brutal. Again, brutal in the ring, trading blows right now between the two.
Yeah, going back and forth with these nasty forearms, these headache-inducing. Well, that wasn't maybe headache-inducing, but definitely nice and low for Joey Marks.
Oh, Joey Marks sliding underneath the forearm.
Look at this wrap up. Wraps him up. Spikes him on it, too. Go for the pin, Joey. Go it. Do it. Now, Everhart's going to be back in this, and he's breaking it up. Surely a victory in this match would be looked at by Zelo Pro Management for maybe not only bigger matches up the card, but also maybe a future shot at that Zelo Pro Championship.
I mean, you never can tell, and that's the beauty of Zelo. There's opportunity for everyone here.
Looking for Everhart with that. Beautifully done. Suplex into the stunner. Now, Grayson, we haven't seen him in a minute, and here he comes back in. But now Everhart's in a very bad position. Everhart, I don't think he realizes where he's at. See, I thought Grayson was going to go for that knee right then and there. He was thinking maybe backpack stunner again.
Well, see, that just shows how good of a wrestler that Grayson is, that he can allow his opponents a little bit of safety, because that could have been very, very dangerous to the throat.
Here's the knee.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
After the backdrop driver, typically the setup. Marks is not making the cover. Making the save. Let's make that clear. And Storm Grayson once again with the running knee, giving him the victory.
Here's your winner, Storm Grayson.
Now, good on Storm Grayson, because, I mean, it would have been a very precarious and dangerous situation for the Wild Man. But you know what? Fool me once, that's on him, but you're not going to fool Storm Grayson twice.
I have to wonder, now Storm Grayson was out of that match for a long time. Was that done on purpose? Was that strategic? Was he allowing himself to get his energy back that way? Let the other 3 men wear themselves out, come in like a vulture, pick the bones, get the victory. Very smart strategy by Storm Grayson. He saw an opportunity to get the backdrop driver and the running knee when the other participants were taken out of the match. And Storm Grayson once again with the victory, and he has to be seen as a top contender for the Zelo Pro Championship.
Absolutely. Fans loving it. I'm loving it. You're loving it.
Absolutely loving it.
Storm Grayson's loving it.
Been following this guy since the beginning of his career. I'm so proud of him, how far he's come.
Absolutely.
Joey Marks with a nothing to be ashamed of performance, was not pinned in the match. Looking forward to seeing more of Joey Marks here in Zelo Pro.